really under the gun to stay ahead, get ahead and stay ahead in this game.
All right, well, this is where the top lane's going to start getting hard. We've got level 2 Boar, so Monaco can't deal with it very easily, and Dream is going to have some issues in general with this lane. In fact, he's going to make a run for his Ring of Health because he knows how badly he needs that extra bit of regen. It's going to be in an awkward position, though. Roger's just going to keep his distance, kind of keep him zoned out potentially. Wonder if he's going to throw a Fisher. General's cutting across. I'm surprised they didn't really go on him with the board to try and get a bunch of damage. But seems like, you talked about how important the mid lane matchup is potentially. He really wanted to be there for the power rune.
Yeah, I think if you shut down no one in this game, the V-Tune's just going to have the most free Morphling game ever. So I think that's the right place, just checking that out. And General's already getting a good amount top anyway, so sure they're not killing the Ursa, but that lane's not going well. You know, Ursa's farming, but unlike CM and Witch Doctor, where you literally address the boar, Jakiro is not the same. He's very slow. So you see 230 movement speed when he's getting hit by these boars, and Monaco is just very dead here.
Yeah, and they're going to get the first blood onto Roger. At the same time, just before the first blood was claimed, they actually managed to kill Always Wanna Fly.
How did Always Wanna Fly die down there? Seems like a pretty tough lane. Must have just eaten a little bit too much harassment. Maybe got caught before he gets a dive out. Not sure. Bit of mistakes. But he's securing the farm for Morphling, who, as we see, all the way at the top there, 26-13 to the 16-2 of the Underlord. He's fine with it. His Always Wanna Fly dies and brings him his items.
Of course, Always Wanna Fly probably has the longest history here in Dota. They were kind of touching that on the panel. He started off in like 2011 with the retry.
Yeah.
And that was, of course, long before Phoenix came to Dota 2, just in case Kyle was wondering.
I thought you were going to say... I thought you were going to say this guy has a long history of dying.
Well, you know.
I was going to be Jesus, Cap.
It goes hand in hand. When you play 5 position for a really long time, you're naturally going to rack up some deaths. In fact, I would love to see the stats on what player has the most deaths in professional matches just across their career. That would be a fun one. Pilot Eye? Yeah, that's got to be
I would raise that right there.
Yeah.
Pi very sacrificial.
Always Wanna Fly's definitely got to be up there. I'm sure the legendary captains of Kuro and Puppey are probably, you know, at least close to that top 10, if not in it.
Yep. Seeing Iceberg playing a little bit cautious in the mid lane, getting his stack. I think he's expecting this rotation. They also had a ward watching immersion, so we'll see the runes checked out. We'll spawn down toward bottom. I believe it's a DD. Very nice if no one's able to get that. With the DD, they can actually set up for some kills. It looks like it's a race, though.
Iceberg, he doesn't want to let him get a second power rune here, and he'll force the DD to be picked up. Now, thanks to Always Wanna Fly being here, they have a small chance to be able to win this fight, especially with the boat coming in. Immersion's going to be pulled back into it. Managed to time the spike carapace to turn that boat damage, but it's not enough to live. Is it enough for no one to be able to get this kill? Slow down, Always Wanna Fly, just doing everything he can. The smallest Icarus dive to get that movement speed slow onto no one. Now he's got to make sure that he can actually get out. He does die here, but ultimately he did save his mid from going down. Well worth it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Nice little plays for sure. That's top. All right. Yeah, looks like we had some action happen up there too. Dream getting pressured, and this is scary already. The Ursa is getting slowed down. There's already a book 1 on General, his most comfortable hero, this Beastmaster. Level 6, Underlord is not able to slow down Morphling at all. V-Tune is having a completely free game. This is already a big concern, as Navi, with the better win condition in the later stages, is really leading this early game already. As Monaco, see you later.
Yeah. Can't tell you, Fogged, how much I loathe Necrobook as an item right now. And you can kind of see why. It does so much damage. They're able to put the pressure on Dream without Primal Roar. He's got 2 levels above the Ursa now with that Necrobook. This is going to be a lane that Dream can no longer inhabit. They've just got to abandon this top lane. They don't even have a support that really can take that lane for him, just because Jakiro, pre-level 6, can't really do a whole lot about a Beastmaster. You get Macropire, you can throw that out and keep your distance, but Dual Breath will not allow you to actually stay in that lane by itself. So
no, they have to send the Underlord. If they want to try to hang onto that tower, send Underlord and have a TP rotation from the puck at the ready. Otherwise, sack the tower, because you are going to feed anyone else who goes under it. This Beastmaster and Earthshaker have gotten way too much. Roger has Arcane Boots because he got First Blood, which is just a blessing. You never really get those unless you do get that First Blood for the most part. So yeah, This is going to be problematic. So now Dream's map is going to start shrinking really quickly. So it honestly might be the best move to send the Underlord up there. I don't know if they want to start losing towers at this early of a time.
Yeah, no, I gotta agree. I'm not sure how happy the Ursa will be switching lanes and playing against the Morphling, but quite frankly, you're going to be losing this tower if you don't. There's no way Dream or Snake or the combined power of the two could possibly stop this push.
Okay, they're gonna instead make their own push rather than setting up there. They don't see where Iceberg is, so I think that's where Afterlife Underlord is a bit scared to actually go up and defend. If there's 3 heroes there, he just dies as well, so they're gonna make their own push play to try to get something out of that map movement. But they're not killing it fast. In general, is able to take the top tower with ease, and they can even defend mid and set up too.
Once again, making the spike carapace play, returning some damage onto Iceberg. Iceberg positioning nicely, though, in order to get the cleave hit to finish Seneko. So they take a bit of damage on that mid tower, but the entire top tower is wiped away, and the Siege Wagon is still very much alive. So that threat is still there, potentially doing some good amount of damage on the tier 2 as well, something that ASM Gambit is going to have to find a way to address it.
Middle tower is under attack.
Big concerns. I'm already. If I was in their shoes, I'd already be sweating.
Yeah.
Morphling just not pressured, and you don't have ways to pressure him. You're killing Phoenix a bunch, which is great. You know, you're getting these always want to fly kills, which you should go down. Yep. But you're not slowing down Morphling, and your Ursa is being significantly slowed down. Like, great, 3 deaths. They've got those 3 kills, but they don't do anything for them. They're getting earn charges for no one, which is great for him, but that's just about it.
5-3, a 3,000 net worth lead this early, and we aren't even like seeing the Beastmaster fully in swing yet. Once he gets Necrobook 3 and like is taking out that mid tower, like that's where you really start getting a huge net worth lead, because then you've got a giant map control lead as well. So all your cores are just going to be farming 2-to-1 compared to the enemy side.
They can just shrink the map completely. I feel like VTune can solo pressure bottom as Morph while his 4 teammates pressure mid, and you force this hand of ASM Monaco. Like, what are they supposed to do in that situation? You have to fight, which is scary into this book right now.
Yeah.
But I think it's the best solution that they have to do. They have to park this Underlord in the mid lane. If they lose this mid tower in the next few minutes, there's going to be no space for Dream to farm this Battle Fury.
Yeah, 100%. This is it's also the best opportunity for them to be able to create some space for Dream is if they can get into these fights in mid and hold out, especially if they can get a kill out of it, it'd be even better. The boat's going to come in, but that damage reduction, it's not going to be good enough. Iceberg goes down, does do a little bit back to no one, but not worth talking about. So that is a really good start. They do have to worry about bottom, as here comes push from VTune.
Yep, they'll have to send one down there, but just keep this Underlord, keep the puck in the mid lane for the most part for these next few minutes. Just keep slowing down that push, keep slowing down General as well as Iceberg. And Iceberg, he has to be more careful how he steps up as, always want to fly as well.
Okay, gets off the Supernova. The Fisher is going to be able to get in front of Immersion, and he will go down.
Close.
Yeah, they... nice rebuttal there, but that mid tower actually took a lot of damage. If anything, it might actually be ASM Gambit who take the mid tower first if they can hold off on this defense. Navi continuing to try and work heroes around the map. An opening found. Dream really wasn't showing himself a whole lot. He was playing the jungle for the most part, but General still finds him.
Just the general Beastmaster things. Looks like he tried to man fight versus that Necro Warrior, and he just gets forward and turned on. General, as actually we've gotten to cast a lot of these Navi games when he just stands on those high grounds. That looks like it was one of those situations where Ursa just walked into books and gets completely demolished.
Yeah, and quite frankly, I think there's a huge difference in the power spike of the Beastmaster doing this same play where he kind of like sits on high grounds and just says like, I own this area, because it's not just the Primal Roar stun, right? But it's also the aura that he gives his Necronomicon minions, making them so much stronger compared to the Enigma that we saw him playing that same style with.
Absolutely. Again, I mean, they really want to just kill, always want to fly. This time they'll get him again. So that's the 4th death. 4 out of 5 have been him.
You fools! You're following right into Always Want to Die's trap card.
They really are. That's the thing, you know. It really is happening as we see General Book 3 is online. So he's looking to set up on mid. Iceberg has to be a little more careful now, though, because he can't be the one actually just walking up to hit this tower. They have to get a flank maneuver on Navi. Otherwise, he can just die. He still is very susceptible to that firestorm damage as he's very high HP, lots of nuke. So Iceberg has to be a little more cautious with his moves.
Oh, that Vendetta. It breaks the smoke. Roger knows they're around here somewhere. Actually throws out the Fisher right as he was about to get hit. He's still going to die here, but at least they turn around a good amount of damage. Afterlife, he's going to pull the emergency card here and see if they can actually get out, but no one gets popped. Afterlife, whoo, he gets pulled right back by the Iceberg. He was not going to let him get away. And now Navi, they have a chance to just full-on run at the mid tower and even the odds here.
I feel like I'm just seeing this, like a similar game happens so often lately where it's the trap of this Nyx. People pick Nyx, you get Beastmastered, game feels so damn hard for you to do much. This Book 3, he's spotted for all of his movements, and it just counters it with the way that you want to play. You want to play as a group unit with Beastmaster, oh my god, they find a beautiful stack. Wow. And Nyx hates playing versus those group lineups, so I'm just seeing this several times now in these last few days, and it seems like teams are really starting to figure it out.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Whenever we see this Nyx opener, I always like it when they're banning like Lycan, Beastmaster. Like maybe you might have to ban both of them, but definitely the Beast. If you're gonna try and open Nyx.
He just walked into the high ground versus General again.
Yeah. There's no Primal Roar, and yet he's still terrified for his life because the combination of the Boars and the Purge Slow.
Scan comes out. He did get a nice D-ward as well with that Book 3 as soon as it was summoned, so he forces them away. He gets the scan successfully too, so reads the movement. So a nice play there by General. As we just see Vtoon almost double. He's getting close to double the net worth of Ursa. Ursa wants to be playing way ahead of Morphling. This is going to be a looming demise that's going to hit pretty quickly, I feel like, at this 20-minute mark when Shaker gets this thing too. As Vtoon, maybe they can get him once.
Silence. They don't have any follow-up. They're going to throw out the coil, but by now he's going to be able to start up his strength morph. You could see him even like baiting them. He's like, go ahead. No, I'm not strength morphing yet. You still have a chance. Look at that. General comes in on the right-hand side. Does manage to catch him in the river here. Slowing down Afterlife with the Supernova, trying to keep him in range of the stun. Will manage to hit that one. The big tanky boy of Afterlife does fall. And that is another smoke that goes to waste here for AS Monaco Gambit.
And that is now a Manta for Vtoon. So, oh my god. Oh, look at this. Highest average deaths. 23rd.
Spartans #2.
How is PGG still at the top, dude? PGG, a legend from 10 years ago. Holy crap.
You know, he left his mark, Fogged. Nobody's going to take that away from him.
I mean, PGG does tend to leave his mark in places that he goes. That guy. My man.
A legend in and out of the game, for sure.
Yeah. 4K gold lead, but it's starting to feel much more tremendous than that. Just with all these recent fights, there's just no hope for AS Monaco to really get any kills on this Morphling. They almost did, but now no one. He gets just completely destroyed. They even throw the Echo on him.
Yeah, he was just sitting underneath the Hawk Vision the entire time. They're gonna make a move here, see if they can catch the Kunkka. They're really hoping like somebody is still left in this middle lane.
They have to get the Ursa on him. We have to get the Ursa on him like perfectly as the stun happens. Otherwise, I don't feel like they're gonna have the damage to go through the Kunkka. These are hard kills that they're trying to set up on versus these tanky cores. Maybe Roger, a bit of an easier one if they can set up on him. But no, Roger clears the 2 creeps, gets his Blink Dagger, goes and hides himself away.
You know, I don't even think, like, you can read AS Monaco Gambit, they kind of understand the position that they're in, and they're trying to make moves. Like, all these aggressive smoke plays, the fact that they took the mid tower. I feel like they've been making kind of the right read, but they have just been on the back foot pretty much just from the laning phase. Like, to be honest, just drafts and what they had to, you know, Beastmaster versus Ursa with an Earthshaker Fisher block, like, that just kind of set the whole game and its tempo of Monaco Gambit being behind.
Absolutely, but that is what happens when you're playing versus Beastmaster, when you don't have a way to actually address them in lane, right? Like you get the deep tower pushes going, and then you get deep wards to watch the movement. So, you know, Navi can pick and choose which battles they always want to do because they're probably seeing these setups happening from AS Monaco. So it's hard. It really is tough for them right after that laning phase to recover, unless they just have perfect synergy, perfect plays with the puck. just all his rotations go successful. But we've seen, you know, a couple of these rotations not go successful for no one, and he still is doing decent as the puck. So if he had had a little more success in that early game, he'd be in a much better spot to actually slow down Morphling.
Gambit, they tried to go for the trade-off there. They were hitting the tier 2 tower. They probably knew Roshan was going on. That's a classic trade-off. Unfortunately, they couldn't do the damage fast enough to take the tier 2. TPs come in, and Seneko is going to be the victim of that rotation. Now, you could see AS Monaco Gambit are still trying to play like out on the map, but NAVI are not really splitting up too much, and they know they're around here.
They're just
chasing
hunting
down. They are going to be able to find both of them here as Immersion's going to be chased down by the Beastmaster, and no one. He's got an orb. He's got a phase shift. Might be able to jump away. He does manage to get a little bit farther with the Raining Rift, but they're going to spot him here in a second and chase him down with the Sun Ray. That is going to be it. No one burnt to a crisp. 7,000 net worth lead now for Na'Vi as they continue just to make no mistakes.
Yeah, Swoop swings around the map. You can see that AS Monaco is getting desperate, you know, trying to find any ways to make space so that Ursa can get his farm online. Look at the positioning of where they just were. I think that says everything about the state of the game. They're between the tier 2 and tier 3, just cutting creep waves, and they're the dire team, by the way, right?
Yeah.
So it says everything about how they feel about the game, where Ursa's just nowhere near ready to fight, and they're just forcing Navi's movements at least a bit around so they can get some space.
And part of that is, again, the Beastmaster factor, right?
Yeah.
Like, they have to play so aggressively because if they play on their own side of map, they're just going to get hunted down like this and lose even more map control. Ursa's not going to have any space to farm. Afterlife, he's certainly going to die here. They're still chasing up on Dream. Roger throws the Fisher the wrong direction there. Guess is wrong on the 50-50, and Dream will get out.
Navi got too much that they're comfortable with, honestly. Like, after like the laning phase goes, now they're just in cruise control. They're playing a general Beastmaster game. They have V-Tune on his most comfortable Morphling. Seneco's gonna just die over here on the side. It's a lot of heroes that they're just super comfortable with getting, and they got all of them. Like, even the Phoenix on Always Wanna Fly, even though he's died, you know, these are just heroes that they're used to playing the game state. That's Iceberg. BKB is forced, but he's just fine.
20-minute bounty runes coming up as well, which at least Gambit's still hold enough to be able to get 2 of them. Fortunately, no power rune. It goes to Iceberg.
Interesting build that he is going for on no one. Just a straight E-Blade on Puck. I've not seen that yet.
Yeah, that is.
I've seen the Witch's Blades, the Blinks, the Ags, like everything on the Sun, but not this.
You think that's just specifically against a Morphling? He's trying to just amp up the burst damage, or what's the idea here?
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know what else it would be. Just the thing is that it's into the Manta and all that, so he's gonna be able to dispel it too. So. Okay, JJ was just saying that Thompson did do it yesterday too, so I guess a couple people have been maybe experimenting with it just because E-Blade is such a good item in these mid laners now. So yeah, it's gonna be the same build that Thompson did do, E-Blade into Octarine.
Well, V-Tune. It's gonna start marching down. When you are in a lead like this, you've got the Aegis, very common just to make this move of taking both of the off-lane towers. That'll take wrestle control over the triangle pretty easily, plus it's just a bunch of gold that's still left there.
Yep. And of course, you know, I didn't get to actually point that out, but he actually also found another shawl. I feel like he always does on these Morphlings. You know, versus Puck, pretty thankful. Nice little spell. Spell resist, even a boost for his shotgun too. Best item you can get.
Glyph will push the teams back from their respective attacks on the tier 2 towers. The difference is Na'Vi, they're able to cut the mid lane and keep that pushed in as well. So they're essentially farming 2 lanes. And they are going to try and make a move here.
Yeah, they still have some time on their Aegis, so they're looking to force this fight. Book is going to be down for about 10 more seconds. And the Hawk, oh god, it's scouting. It sees both supports. They're claiming the high ground, looking for a wraparound as well with the Kunkka.
Fisher goes down, lead off on the Nyx Assassin, not letting him get a chance to get off the Spike Carapace, but they also want the extra kill in Seneko, so the cores are saying, you guys got the Nyx Assassin, right? I'm going to go ahead, run down Seneko here, run down the captain of AS Monaco Gambit. And did they get both? They did get both. Roger
They will.
finally cleans them up with the Fisher.
Power of Hawk when you're ahead. You sure there's, you know, they might be dewarding some of these wards, but the Hawk is always going to give us some extra information. It just gets reclaimed, but they did a good swing around the map to push ASM Monaco back to their base. And General's even going for a Shadow Blade, so even more hunting. I think he's really starting to notice. No way that ASM Monaco tries to fight us ever again. They're going to split push for the rest of the game. So he's on hunt.
All right, well, we've got the E-Blade up, so time for full-on shotgun morphling. And if somehow this game stretches on another 15 minutes, well, V-Tune's got his plan B, which is turn into the Earthshaker with the Aghanim Scepter. So there's going to be no moment of weakness for this morphling. You're just going to continue to get stronger and stronger.
Yeah, that's why they ended the draft with it. You know, that's that super win condition where he has a good game, and then he just gets even stronger and even stronger as... You know, as we just saw displayed by, you know, Southeast Asia mostly. Earthshaker morphling. In the past, ridiculous. Now, even more ridiculous somehow with the shard.
Yep. They really gotta take that shard out. No one is gonna die here. You really gotta make it so the shard is the fissure does not have aftershock attached to it. That way,
just make it so you have to stand on the fissure at least or something. Like the fact that you can just cast spells away from it. There's just so many different little things that make it a little bit too ridiculous.
Dream. Now, there are 3 heroes here. They can kind of collapse on NAVI, but there is, of course, that outpost, which they're going to try and take here. The Beastmaster's already rotated in. He's going to TP on in. See if they can finish off Always Want to Fly. They can. Supernova's going to go down. They go for the attempt at an Uber out, but that's going to be denied by X marks the spot. So, yeah, instead of a sandwich, they end up getting obliterated, and now they're very likely... I mean, Fox, I don't really know what else they can do with this lineup. Quite frankly, I don't think there's a winning point in the future.
I don't think there's been a winning point for a very long time, right? I don't think they've gotten a... When was the last time they even got a kill? The last time they got a kill was at like the 14-minute mark. It's been 10 minutes of absolute devastation. It's just been Navi across the board doing everything. They've gotten 2 towers in the last 10 minutes, and that's it on the side of ASM Monaco. It's just been Navi dictating the pace, doing everything right, and yeah, ASM Monaco just has to watch themselves kind of crash and burn out of this game until the next one. It's irrecoverable with an Ursa versus a Morphling when you get this far behind.
Yeah, so they're pretty much banking on some extreme throws and somehow pushing this to some sort of super late game scenario where Puck and Ursa are maxed out on items. I don't even know. Okay, well, they're going to go for a smoke here. See if they can just outnumber Navi and win engagements that way. Always Want to Fly. A bit of deja vu. We're going to watch him receive the full brunt of AS Monaco's frustration and anger.
5 of the 7 deaths, doing his job. They did try to make a move while those ultis were on cooldown. So Phoenix Egg and that Earthshaker Echo were down. So tried to make their move out. They catch, unfortunately, just the 5-position Phoenix. So not getting a bigger kill. It seems like that's the story of the game. You know, killing the 5-position Phoenix. Not able to get much else as Navi always seems to read the plays. And yeah, that Aghanim's about to be done for V-Tune already. So it's going to be a lower level of Enchant Totem, but who cares? He's going to be able to hop and skip around. I say that, but it's actually level 3. Just kidding. He's actually level 13 already.
Yeah, Roger's been a part of a number of kills, so he's not too far behind. E-Blade starting things off. They're just trying to force a BKB usage here, which they will. Iceberg's going to turn around, see if he can catch somebody. Pulls back Immersion, but the rest of his team not fully ready to go for that fight, and it's unnecessary. After all, Roshan is up, so they could just play for that.
Let the fun begin. Ags Morphling. Doesn't have the shard himself, so you know we're not going to see the aftershock thing just yet, but that's probably coming just next. Unless they just kill everybody on the side of ASM Monaco, and ASM Monaco GG's out right after this fight, which is also very likely.
Yeah. All right, Fogged. How does AS Monaco Gambit win a fight? What does that look like, even?
Okay, let's see. Let me look at this. I'm just like, what? How can they? I just don't know how they kill Morphling. I really just don't know. And killing him twice.
I don't know how they kill Kunkka either.
Yeah, I don't know how they kill the cores.
All right, well, he's got the He's still got the ear shaker for him, so he can still kind of run them down. If anybody is spotted here, which they will, General's going to go ahead and spot them. They're going to try and blow up General as quick as they can, but a BKB from him, and okay, they're going to try and get out. They're going to leave Monaco behind. They don't even try and play near the cliff to grab him. They just immediately run as far away to the left, away from NAVI. Immersion is going to find a small opening here on Always Wanna Fly, which he may actually survive through. The E-Blade shot goes out. Fisher is going to be stopped by Yule Scepter from Immersion, but he's going to be pulled back to his doom. Now the Supernova is going to go out. Dream. Wow, that one shot just took a quarter of his health. That's the Enchant Totem hit from V-Tune.
Well, that's Ursa's BKB. He doesn't have his Basher yet, so he doesn't have a hope of actually fighting versus the Morphling. And yeah, we're going to watch Monaco just get ditched again.
Like, they could have played on the outpost if they wanted and tried to save him, but no.
Probably
they
scared
were
of like, these X plays all the time, since like every Underlord Rift has just been X'd back. I think After's like, please no.
And well, Iceberg gets a little low, but they do take the melee barracks. They still got another 3 minutes to go with the Aegis. No one's just desperately trying to cut creep waves and stop this push.
They're hunting for him though. Scans out General. He's got that Shadow Blade. That's why he bought it.
Goes up on the high ground. Waits for a TP. Starts off with a Primal Roar. Now we've got
and
every single time, Fox, I get that song, Jump Around. It goes in my head whenever I see this Morphling or Shaker. And hey, guess what? He's getting X, so he can go ahead and be right back here into this mid lane. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a godlike spree for V2.
Couldn't set up a better game for him. Just like I said, it really is just cruise control. It's some of the most comfortable heroes Navi has, and it's an excellent Morphling game. And they've executed. They've given like no hope to ASM Monaco to come back, as they even kill off the Basher, which maybe was a little hope for Dream to at least chain bash the Morphling in a situation, but not even gonna be able to do that.
Hey, you know
Brutal.
What? Good on AS Monaco Gambit for playing it out.
Yeah.
They I literally can't see a way for them to like win this game that borderlines in like the realms of reality, you know? Like I feel like for them to come back in this game, it would have to be some like really silly shenanigans, but God bless them, they're here and they're playing Dota and they're hoping Navi will throw. But Navi been slow, methodical, and very controlled in their play.
Which Navi has done a lot of the games that I've gotten to see with them. We've had like, I think 2 games where Navi wasn't as disciplined as normal, and as we say, see you later to Immersion quickly, a one shot coming out from the Morphling. Look how much gold V-Tune gets for that, too. 417 when they're 24k ahead on a solo kills. Just, I don't know. There's some weird stuff with solo kills with the way gold goes, but again,
the hunt continues. This time it's going to be the bear that gets poached.
And yeah, you're right. Big testament to ASM Monaco Gambit for staying in the game, because this is starting to get pretty brutal. As look at this. Oh, that is beautiful. That actually looks so cool.
He's doing a ballerina, little pirouettes through the air as he starts dunking on fools. Iceberg goes ahead and shows off that he can get solo kills as well. Hello, V-Tune. Goodbye, everybody, pretty much on the side of AS Monaco Gambit as they go ahead and call the GG. Yeah.
Brutal.
Absolutely brutal. And Navi showing that there is potentially a big difference between top 2 and the rest of the fields here at the Eastern Europe Division.
Yeah, I feel like I always see Navi get themselves a draft that they're super comfortable with. I feel like some team has to start breaking them, just getting all their heroes. I either see them getting like their Enigma Earth Spirit, they get their Beastmaster Shaker, they get their Mars Phoenix. You know, I feel like they're always getting these hero player combos that they're just so comfortable that when the game starts going well, first 10-15 minutes, they cruise control and they just know exactly where to be, where to hunt, and just how to shut down the opposing lineup. And they did exactly that. This game, honestly, from 12 minutes onwards, was impossible. ASM Monaco, all they did was really hunt Always Wanna Fly on the Phoenix. They got him, 5 times out of the 7? But that was it. They weren't ever able to find V-Tune, never able to slow him down, and the game quickly spiraled out of control.
Well, we were hoping for a close series, and it didn't start off that way, but that's the beauty of Dota. You can always fix your mistakes. It's a best-of-3 series, and you've got a different draft ahead for Game 2, so a lot of things that could and hopefully will be changed going into Game 2.
I hope so, 2Cap. I was prominent even series, and indeed this start was not very even. We're going to break down game number 1 and prepare for game number 2 after the break.